on point.
All right, let's take a look at that. So this is second lap. You can't get enough grip in 1 and 2 for the first lap. So here for the second lap, we are going to make sure to take 1 and 2. Don't take it too rough. Take it easy on the car, and then 3 and 4 is when we start pushing. So the line I like doing for run up for 3 and 4 is just staying in this second to top groove right here and then going full throttle as early as possible. So you'll see that I kind of backed way up into the corner. You'll see that I brake a lot early. You see how I lose like a full 10th over my best. But because of that, I'm able to get to like almost full throttle immediately. And then we go full throttle here. And I mean, it's pretty straightforward. You just kind of stay on that lane and the car will kind of drive itself. It's a little less daunting than Darlington you'd think it is, but the truck is a little underpowered, so that kind of works. Okay, so entrance of 1 and 2 here. We want to turn down as late as possible while still getting to the bottom. And you see here, I only blip the throttle out to 75%. So 75%, and that'll allow you to get to the bottom late down there. And then we just kind of full throttle back up to the fence. And then right as we get to the fence, we back off back to that blip. And we want to stay by the wall. So one of the big mistakes that people make is they will go up by the wall and then immediately come back down. Like, you made your diamond, now let's make the point. But on Darlington, you don't want to do that. You want to get up to the wall and you want to stay by it for like 2 seconds and then you turn back down. And why, we'll see in a second here. So I hold the... So this is actually just a little bit wrong. And this is why you see me losing a marginal amount of time. It thankfully wasn't too bad. But when you turn down off the wall, you want to get as dramatic of a turn down as late as possible, because all of this helps you not hit the wall on exit. You can see that I struggle with the car on exit here because I had a slightly gradual turn down that was slightly early. None of it was bad. Nothing was too bad, but you can see that I very much struggled to get off the corner at full throttle because I just barely hit that last part of the diamond early. If I were able to hit the diamond like right here, then I would go straight full speed straight off. And this is more of a punishing thing in like the Xfinity car, but truck on the long run especially, this is something to look out for. When you make that second part of the diamond too early, it is going to be rough. And you're just going to have to either wait or hit the wall. But for our purposes of hot lap, where we were able to kind of use a bit of tire, we just make that first part of the diamond, full throttle it up to the wall, blip it out to stay by the wall, get the car to weight shift, turn the car back down the hill, go full throttle, and just rodeo the car off the corner. And the later that you apex, the easier it's going to be on exit for you. So not too bad. And so now we're going to go to turn 3 here. And turn 3 is going to be pretty interesting. You can use a lot of different lines here, but I just liked running this middle line. So I tried really dive bombing, and I really thought that would work, because that's what some people do. But at the end of the day, I just found that early braking and early throttle is the winning combination. So you can see I pick up the throttle super early, stay in that second lane the whole time, dip down into the first lane to make a straighter exit. And you can see that I just carry so much speed through corner, center, and off that it just is night and day to dive bombing the corner. So we gave up a 10th to gain a 10th and a half pretty much. So let's look at that one more time. 3 and 4, once you get the timing, is not bad. So 30% brake down to 10% in the center of the corner. Once the car weight shifts, we go up to pretty much 75% throttle instantly. And then we just kind of hold it around there. And then we go full throttle when we're able to straighten out the wheel. Make sure that the car doesn't get too loose off of 4. But we're able to slide it up to the wall. And get a pretty good speed off the corner, which allows us to get a good overall 3 and 4. Alright, now let's take a look at the long run. Alright, now let's take a look at the long run. So, just going to show you guys pretty much what the line is going to be here. Turns 3 and 4, you can go a bunch of different ways. I just like running this bottom line the most. I'm going to actually switch over to this relative here. So for 1 and 2, the most important thing about the long run is to use as much of the track as possible. A lot of you guys might be a little scared getting up right next to the wall, but you can't get that good exit angle consistently without getting all the way up to that wall in 1 and 2. So if you're scared of the wall, then you're going to be giving up a lot of time over the run. Then 3 and 4, I just kind of like bottom feeding, at least on the short run. The top might become better as the run goes on, but I just like riding the bottom down. So for 1 and 2, same thing, we get to really bottom, then we drive it up. We don't have to push it too hard, we want it right next to that wall. Then we lift off the throttle to get it back down the hill. You just want that same shape that we got in qualifying, right? And then 3 and 4, you can also run high. Like you can run this, I just feel like this does a little worse on your tires. It makes the car work a little bit more for the same result. But still, it might be a little bit faster, so if you're really defending somebody, you might need to go up there. But the biggest important thing about 1 and 2 is just getting next to that wall. And then, so I came down a little bit too early there. You want to delay coming down the hill until you get that timing where you don't have to wait at the bottom. 3 and 4, you see we just park it down here. Very easy. Might be a little bit tiny bit slower, but it really not by that much. So 1 and 2, we always want to hit that bottom. We always want to get right next to the wall. And we want to stay up at the wall, delay it a bit, and then cut down at the last second so that we get that really easy angle and we have no chance of hitting the wall. Turn 3 and 4 again. The earlier you brake, the better it's going to be on your tires, just because you're going to get more rotation from that trail brake. But you can kind of dive bomb it too if you need to. I wouldn't recommend doing unless you're defending though.
9, 4, 5.
Same idea, right up by the wall. Get really comfortable with that wall. Don't turn down too early. But yeah, it should be one smooth motion of bottom to top and top to bottom. One big diamond. And 3 and 4, bottom feed. You can see I'm actually getting a little loose out of the corner, which is really good for the truck. The truck doesn't do that all too often. So we'll do a couple more laps here, but yeah, this line is just going to be it the entire time. You might have to change some of your points, how much you're throttling and whatnot. But the goals remain the same for the whole run. Get all the way up to the wall in 1 and 2, and then just easy on the bottom 3 and 4. Don't get on the throttle too early. That's going to be one of the big temptations of 3 and 4. So you get on the throttle super early. You don't need to. It literally, you don't need to. We'll do one more lap here. Get it all the way up to the right next to the wall. Keep it by there for a little bit. Then turn down at the last second. And we make that exit every time. Usually people hit the wall because either they miss their turn down entirely or they turn down so early that they try to do their same throttle timing. Here, I'll actually show you an example. So I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna fail 1 and 2 here, and I'm gonna walk you through it. So I'll get my start good, right? And I'll go all the way up to the wall. Then once I get up to the wall, I'm like, okay, I'm at the wall. Oh, dang it. Sorry. I'll do it again right here. That didn't happen. Yeah, but the difference between like the aliens and the good people are how close you can get into the wall in 1 and 2 every single time. But anyways, I'll show you what most people fail at in 1 and 2. They'll get down here, they won't get all the way up to the wall, and then they kind of turn down early, and they're like, okay, I'm at the bottom, I guess I can throttle up now. No, you can't. It's just, it doesn't work. There's no angle there to use. You can only do that full throttle off of 2 if you turn down at the last second. You can't turn down early and get that good throttle, right? So that's something to look out for. Oh, our tires were probably worn evenly there. But the more that you push 3 and 4 on the high side, the more right front you'll wear. And the more that you fight your car in 1 and 2 up against its natural motion, the more right front you'll wear. So just some things to note. All right, thank you all for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day, and hope to see you all on the track.